Welcome back. Photoshop is finally magical. Let me show you, but please work along on your second viewing. The first time around, just sit back and watch. Okay, this is the latest version of Photoshop, and I have a paid subscription from adobe.com, the only place where you can get Photoshop. I'm gonna activate the marquee tool, hotkey M. It's this tool right here, and click and drag out the box in this corner. This means I've made a selection. Now, in this latest version of Photoshop, I have this option called Generative Fill. Let's click it. Now, we have a field where we can type anything. I'm gonna go with cranberries, for example, and I'm gonna hit Generate. This requires an internet connection and a bit of patience, but after a while, here's the result. This is why I said Photoshop is finally magical. This is only available in the latest version of the program, but wow, it's fantastic. And if you don't like it, no worries, we have 3 options in total. Use these arrows to go through them. You can also see these options here in the Properties panel. Now, some people thought Photoshop is washed up, and all these new platforms like Midjourney or DALL-E would just make Photoshop obsolete. That's not the case. That's actually the opposite. Photoshop is now even more powerful than ever. Let's do it again. The marquee tool, right? Hotkey M. Click, hold, and make sure you've selected this one here. Now let's draw another box, but what if you make a mistake? No problem. Hit Ctrl D, that's Command D on the Mac, where you can remember D as in deselect. Okay, so that's Ctrl D to remove your selection. Now, draw it once again. Okay, click on Generative Fill, and let's type something different. Let's go with coconut, for example. You will have to wait for a while, but that's totally fine. I'm gonna edit it out. Okay, the result? Well, this is okay, but I'm not in love with it. I think we should try again. I'm gonna click on the same search field, but this time I think I'm gonna go with coconut chips. Now this should give me a better result. Well, yeah, I think this is a bit better. We can cycle through them and look for the best one. Now in my case, I'm looking for something realistic, but also something that matches the entire photo. Now in general, I use this feature with my social media posts, maybe for an ad on Facebook ads, but maybe for an image gallery for my own web shop. Now you may ask, Chris, does this generative fill always work? Does it guarantee perfect results? No, of course not, at least not in this version. I'm sure it's only gonna get better. But here's the thing. If you make a large selection, it struggles. It doesn't do a good job. For example, let's select the entire top bar. Let's say I want to fill it with some almonds. By the way, I'm editing out the wait because I want to keep the video short. But yeah, know that it does take a few seconds. Anyway, here's the result. But this doesn't make any sense. You can cycle through the options, but it just doesn't do a decent job. But if I select a much smaller area, say this part here, and I repeat the exact same instructions, almonds, nothing else, you'll see that this is actually quite decent. Now obviously you should go through several options, you can generate again if needed, but yeah, focus on smaller bits. Now to export our work, go to the top menu to File. From here go to Export, and then Export As. If you prefer the hotkey, that's all the modifier keys, Alt, Control, Shift, then finally W. That's a very long one, but you do get used to it. So all the keys, Alt, Control, Shift, and then W. Now from this new window, choose PNG and hit this button when you're ready. Now it's your turn to use Generative Fill. Remember, this is only available in the latest Photoshop edition, and you do need the paid subscription from adobe.com. Also, you should focus on smaller areas. If you want to do very large ones, you're not going to get a good result. Now we have lots to cover, but this was just a preview. Go ahead and practice and have fun with it. You have the image attached.